everyone. It's Melissa Daggett, Three-Way Fit, and welcome to this video entitled The 6 C's of a Healthy Relationship. Now, those of you that have been following me for a while may have seen my video on the 3 C's of a healthy relationship, so I've added 3 more C's. I've gotten a little experience since then, so I always strive to add valuable content to you and to empower you. That is my goal. So I am a certified life coach, financial advisor, and lover of great relationships. If you're on social media and you find value in this, go ahead and share it with all your friends. And if you're on YouTube, click the subscribe button and the little bell above the subscribe button to get future notifications as I put out videos and content every week. Okay, let's dig right in. So what are the 6 C's of a healthy relationship? Well, the first one I'm going to talk about is connection. So, that's pretty obvious. You need to have a connection with someone. But more importantly is what kind of connection? Is it just a connection that you feel something like chemistry? Because I'm going to talk about chemistry next, and that's separate. But connection is when you feel something deeper, like an emotional connection. That's really important, because if that's not there, it's probably not going to be there later if it's not there in the beginning phases. So really pay attention to how this person makes you feel, how you feel when they're around them. How's your conversational connection? Do you feel this person's really listening to you? And just try to pick up on all the nonverbal cues of connection. That is so important, okay? And if you feel a connection, let's go to the next one, which is chemistry. It's a little bit different. It's when a lot of people say chemistry you can have with a lot of people, and that's true, you can. So don't get carried away by this one, but it does need to be there, because obviously we all want a great sex life. We all want to be excited by our partner. And even though this can wear off and fade over time, I teach people how to keep the chemistry hot and alive even years into the marriage, the relationship, because there are ways to spark that up. So chemistry, you can pretty much, again, tell it right off the bat if you either have it or you don't. So it's one of those magical things. So you really want to have it. But just know that that doesn't mean it's going to be a great relationship, because you can have chemistry with a lot of people. You need to make sure all 6 C's are there for a great relationship. And, you can find chemistry with several people, but connection's a little more uncommon. And then the third one, which I think is one of the most important things, the third C, is communication. We can also call this conflict resolution, but not always, because some communication is just positive, and then some is more like we have to work through our conflicts. But either way, good communication skills is really important. How does your partner or the person you're dating communicate? How do they work through conflict? I have a story with this. Before I met my husband, when we were dating other people and we weren't dating each other yet, we were at a Halloween party and we were playing a bachelorette game. And I was the bachelorette during this one part of the game, and 3 bachelors, I had to ask them a question. And my question was, how do you resolve conflict in a relationship? That's the question I chose. I could ask them any question I wanted, and then they had to answer it, and I would pick the best answer. Now, my future husband was there at that party, and like I said, we were not dating yet, and he wasn't one of the bachelors that I was asking the question to. But guess what? I got a letter from him in the mail later that week saying, I've been dying to answer your question. And oh my goodness, did that ever win me over? And then we had a date shortly after that, and the rest is history. But it's really important. It's really important how you work through conflict. And it's really important that you have a conversational chemistry, that you know how to communicate with each other freely, that you don't feel afraid or like you're walking on eggshells. And more importantly, when you confront something and, you really want to work on something, do they shut down? Do they punish you? Or do they empathize? Do they listen to you? Do they listen to your heart and want to work through things? This could be probably one of the most important things, because every aspect of your relationship, whether it's finances, whether it's, loyalty, whether it's things you're going to do together, whether it's goals in life, requires good communication, really good communication. And also, you're never, no matter how great the chemistry is and the connection is, and no matter how great your relationship is, there's going to be conflicts that you have to work through. Okay? So this, to me, number 3, even though I put it at number 3, is probably number 1, communication and conflict resolution skills. Number 4 is character, probably right up there at the top too. And this is another thing that sometimes we don't take time to get to know until it's too late. All of us get carried away by chemistry, and we don't look deeper. We may say, oh, we have this and this and this in common, and we have such great chemistry, and we have so much fun together. But what is that person's character like? Are they loyal? Are they faithful? Are they honest? You can test this, and if you want to do a private Zoom with me, I can give you questions and tests and things to find out early in the relationship, because I've learned the hard way how to find these things out. But you don't want to waste a lot of time and already be addicted to them, physically, and have the great chemistry and be so addicted to the relationship now that you're blind and you can't see the deeper things until it's too late, and then you end up really hurt deep into the relationship. So I want to help you avoid that. So that's character. Look at their character, know how to ask the right questions. More importantly, watch them. When they're with their friends, watch how they talk about people that can do nothing for them. Character. And make a list. I encourage you to have a journal and write down what character traits are most important to you. And are you becoming that? Are you loyal? Are you faithful? Are you the things you want? This is what's going to make for a great relationship. Long after the chemistry is, fizzled a little bit. If you have a great person that loves you and that has a great character, you can revive that chemistry again easily. Number 5, because, hold on a second, because what we're all looking for, I think, at the end of the day, at least as women, is both security and excitement. But one without the other is not a good relationship. So you can have adventure and excitement, but somebody with bad character and you don't have security and you're always in trauma. But you can also have somebody that's secure, but maybe they're not exciting or they don't do it for you. You want both. You want to have both. Okay, number 5, common values or vision. Are you going the same direction in life? Because life is so much greater when it's somebody that makes you your personal best and you're running together as a team. You're going toward the same goals. You have equal amount of ambition, energy, passion, and it's in the same sort of areas. That makes for a really good power couple, and it's hard to find. That's harder to find. So know how to ask the right questions to find out their vision for life and the things they value. And if you the top 3 or 4, know what your top 3 or 4 values are, and know what your vision is first, so that you know what to look for and what questions to ask, and then you can see if it's a match. And number 6 is compatibility. And compatibility really encompasses all of these other 5 C's. Compatibility means, do we have a connection? Are we compatible in our chemistry? Do we have good communication? Are we compatible in character? Are we compatible in our common visions and values? So compatibility, though, can also include other things like know if they're financially stable, know if they're at the same stage of life as you. Are we compatible? Compatibility, you need to test a lot of different areas and know, again, in your journal, what are the top 3 areas that I'm looking for in compatibility in a partner? What are my top values in life? Where am I headed? You have to really know yourself. So I made this shorter than the last video. I didn't go as in depth, but if you want to go more in depth with your own situation, like I said, schedule me for a private Zoom. Go to melissadaggett.com, and I'll help you with specific, tailor-made plan as you're dating to find these things out, so that you don't waste time, and more importantly, that you protect your heart from getting hurt because you went too fast and didn't find this out in the beginning. And a lot of times scarcity is what keeps us settling. Women, it's okay. You can love your life and be single rather than be in a bad relationship. And it's not as scarce as you think to find a great man. You just have to know where to look and what you're looking for, and I'll help you with that, okay? So I'll see you in the next video.